Right, so this template right here is the vocabulary memory. First thing that you're going to do is go to File, and you will make a copy of the entire presentation. And then once you do that, you'll name it what you'd like. So if you're going to use this for lots of different vocabulary words, maybe I'll say tundra vocabulary memory, because maybe that's the topic of these, or maybe I'm going to do multiplication, because you could also do this with math if you wanted. So whatever you want to do, you'd label it and then hit OK. And then it'll create a new vocabulary memory for you. And this is a version that you can edit for yourself. So first thing, how to play memory is I want to point out this picture down below when it loads. So essentially, you are going to have vocabulary cards, and you're going to flip them all over face down. Then students, one at a time, or however many people will play, will flip 2 cards over. If they get a match, like these 2 bananas, they get the pair and they get to go again. So if they get a match with a multiplication problem in the product, they pick it up, they win that one, and then they get to go again. Or maybe it's a vocabulary word in the right definition. If it's wrong, so say this is 5 times 5 and the answer is 35 on this one right here, that is wrong. So they'd flip them back face down, and then the next person would go. So they're remembering where the right answers are, and the person who, when all of the cards are done at the end of the game, when all the cards are done, the person who has the most cards wins. All right, so this kind of outlines it for you here, the directions that we just talked about if you need a little more clarification. So now you have the memory game cards. So on slide 2, you have kind of the face down version with just a little memory and a brain. And then on slide 3, you have the definitions or the word, vocabulary word, and then the definitions. And then same thing on slide 4, and same thing again on slide 5. So when you go through, you can edit this. So you're going to go ahead, let's say I want to make this math. I'm going to say 5 times, oopsies. And then I'm going to put, oops, don't want to do that, undo. And I'm going to put my answer as 25. So I'll continue to do that. And what we want to make sure is that the square doesn't get any bigger, or the words don't come out of the square. So that being said, if it comes out of the square, just make it a little bit smaller if it's a long definition or whatever it may be. And then, yeah, once you have edited it all, so it doesn't matter if the answer is right next to the question, that's actually a good idea to make sure you get them all, since this will eventually be cut out. But once you finish all of that, you're going to go to File. Well, maybe not File. Sorry about that. We'll just come to the Print button. That's easier anyways. All right, we're going to come to Print. And then the only thing we want to make sure before we print, and we don't need this first page, so if you wanted, you could do custom of slides 2 through, let's just say 4. I'm not sure exactly. We'll say 5 because I know there's 5 at least. 2 through 5. You're going to print. You're going to go to More Settings, and you just want to make sure you click Print on both sides. And then the pages, like slide 3 and slide 2, those squares are the exact same size. So once you print them, and as long as you have it alternating, the answers like here, and the memory, so as long as like that's slide 2, 3, so as long as it keeps alternating, they'll print front and back, and then you can have your students cut them out and put them in the little baggies, and then they are ready to play vocabulary memory.